Jennifer Young from Genora Soaps and Naturalmente Mediterráneo, and this is the very first soap making video that I am making, so I'm rather nervous and excited at the same time. I'm making this soap now for a friendship soap challenge that I've been invited to participate in, and I am making this soap for Amy at Great Cakes Soapworks. So I'm very excited. I asked her, what she would like in a soap from me, and she basically said she'd love something natural from the area, which I love to experiment with. So she thought maybe prickly pear juice. She thought maybe, something that I use, natural from this area. So I tried to formulate this in my mind for a while, and it was late one night. I was almost asleep, and it just came to me. I don't have any prickly pear juice right now or prickly pears, and pomegranate season is out. So thinking what I was going to use, I thought maybe a little bit of everything. So what I've done, I hope you can see this, I have cut up little bits of soap, which I'm going to put in here. It includes, this is a prickly pear soap, a soap which is made with the liquid in this soap is primarily prickly pear juice from the fruit. And I've cut them up in little pieces. This has got pomegranate juice in it. This is one of my pomegranate soaps, pomegranate juice and pomegranate seed oil. Then I've got this one cut up in there as well, which is a rosehip soap with pink clay. Not especially something typical from the area, but I wanted to add various colors. So I used that one as well. Then I've got, I hope this is pointed in the right direction, the camera. This is so new for me. Then I've also got this soap, which is my lavender soap. One of my very favorites. And then this soap here is an aloe vera soap. It's got aloe vera juice from my garden in it, and it's also got eucalyptus essential oils. So I'm just going to put those aside. I've previously cut these up into smallish pieces, and I've got a bit of a sort of a pastel-y neat color mix there. I'm also going to make a salt soap because I've never seen, I wanted to make something or something new for Amy, and I decided to do a salt soap because Mediterranean sea salt is from the area, obviously, and it's wonderful for your skin. So this is, you can see how much soap is going, how much salt is going in there. Then I've got this here. I like to add my essential oils at the end, at trace, but I set it aside, and it's got carrot seed oil, it's got castor oil, and then it's got a little bit of annatto for color. I'm hoping this turns out orange. And then it's got my essential oil blend, which Amy said she liked citrus, so I've done a citrus blend. And then over here I've got my lye mix, which I'm just about to mix into the oils. Here are the oils: coconut oil, shea butter, and obviously olive oil, which I use in everything. And this one here, the lye mix, as you can see, has gone pretty thick on me. And I think that's because of the annatto. I use a little bit of annatto in the lye mix. I also use a little bit of annatto at trace, as you saw. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this in. I'm really excited about this exchange, actually, and I hope this soap turns out nicely. One thing about a salt soap, it's the only soap that I do cold process, oven process, or a CPOP, I think it's called. So what I do is I mix this in, I bring it to trace, I add the at trace ingredients, and then I pop it into a preheated oven and turn the oven off. I leave it there for about an hour and a half, and then I take it out of the oven and I cut straight away. If I don't, salt soaps get so hard that you just can't cut them. So you actually work with, when you take it out of the mold, it's actually still soft. So it's hot, it's difficult to work with, it's soft. I haven't had a problem cutting them because I take them out, as I said, after an hour and a half. But I have had a problem stamping them. You have to get the exact moment of hardness. They harden up, once you've cut them, they harden up within minutes. So I've stamped them really well. I've also stamped them really badly. If you stamp them too early, you just get this sort of a square blob. And if you stamp them too late, it just won't stamp. So, all right. I'm just about to turn on my stick blender. I'm gonna just mix this up a bit. You can see the color is rather yuck. Now, with my regular orange poppy seed soap, this is how I color it with annatto. But the orange poppy seed soap has different oils, so I really don't know how the color is going to turn out. Usually, a salt soap, as it's got a lot of coconut oil in it, which is pure white, usually a salt soap is very wonderful for coloring. So, hold on. Now, I'm going to take the stick blender, and we're going to bring this to, I like to bring it to, let's say, a thickish trace, medium to thickish trace, because I don't want the salt to all sink to the bottom. It's already pretty thick. I don't want to waste any of that. Probably not as thick as I should have left it, but I'm going to go for it anyway. All right. So first of all, I'm going to put my essential oil trace in. Did you see the orange as I poured it? And look at this little bits of annatto still in there. Sometimes with annatto, it doesn't actually get fully mixed, and you get orange specks in the soap. I'm not that bothered. I'm pretty excited to see what color this does turn out, how orange it goes, if it goes orange. And then I'm also excited to say that one of the things I love about CPOP process, or the salt soaps that I make, is that I cut them in an hour and a half. So hopefully this video works out and I can also video the cutting. So I want to make sure this is all in. Sometimes when you're mixing color, or when I'm mixing color, I get at the bottom, I get pieces that aren't really, or parts of the soap that aren't really mixed in, and then I get a bit of streaking. All right, so here we go with the salt. I don't know if I should do the the bits first or the salt first, but I'm going to go with the salt first. Just going to dump it in. As you can see, it wasn't as thick as it should have been, so the salt is all sinking to the bottom. I love the way the bubbles are coming up. I kind of feel like a witch stirring my cauldron. All right, and I'm just going to put these right in here. All right, let me find a place for that bowl. So here we go. I want to get this out of the way. And I'm going to pour this into the molds now. Oh yeah, I have a feeling this is going to turn out well. I hope so. I have been wrong before. Oops, there's a pile of soap on the bottom, salt. So let me just make sure one doesn't get more than the other. This is where it gets messy, huh? Not as high as I would have liked. I was hoping to put some of this, I was hoping to have even more. I'm going to put some of this in my silicone heart molds, as I had mentioned. But this is what I got. One is a little bit higher than the other. Let me just make sure, because I was dumping big salt, a large amount of salt all of a sudden in. I want to make sure all that salt is mixed around. All right. Boy, I didn't realize I would have so many bits in here. It looks great. So basically, we're done for now, the first part. I'm going to stick the tops on. And I'm going to pop these in the oven. And I'm going to turn off my oven. Once I didn't turn off the oven, and I had a soap volcano in my oven. So here we go. I'm going to go put this in. And I'm going to turn you off as well. Hopefully I can come back for cutting later.